Hey everybody, welcome back to Hood's Custom Shop. I'm David Hood. Today I want to give you some money saving tips on some of the tools that I have here and sawmill blades. Guys, when I first bought my sawmill, I bought 2 boxes, so that's 20 blades from Woodland Mill. So yeah, it's been a while since I've had to buy blades, but at $225 for a box of 10, that's $22.50 a blade from Woodland Mills. So guys, if you want to save $8 a blade, go on over to Ken Saw Supply, KENNESAW Supply Company. They're down in Georgia, and $145 plus shipping and handling. That's $14.50 a blade. That's an $8 savings up front. Okay. And the reason I say up front is because there's also a savings on the tail end of that, because you're getting a higher quality blade that's going to probably last you considerably longer. It kind of depends on what you're milling and how you treat that blade, and if you mill through metal and stuff like that. Because we all know you can start milling into a yard tree, and that blade will last you 5 seconds because it's going to find that steel in that tree. Trust me, I know. I've milled plenty of yard trees, guys, but $8 savings, $14.50 a blade. You know, before I knew what the price was on these blades, I was talking to the CEO there, and I said, look, you know, I would like to get a discount code for my viewers if I could. And we were discussing the price, and I said, wait a minute, $14.50 a blade? Man, that's savings enough right there. Holy cow, that is $8 a blade cheaper than Woodland Mills. And people are paying that $22.50 per blade. And I know because I bought 2 boxes when I bought my sawmill. So guys, if you're buying a sawmill, if you got one on order, I don't know if you can cancel the blades or not. If you haven't ordered already, don't buy the blades. I'm not saying don't buy the sawmill, because Woodland Mill sawmill is a pretty darn good sawmill. It's pretty reliable. It has been for me. I like it. But the blades, on the other hand, those Lennox blades, nah, no thanks. I don't want any more of those. I think it's a Monk Force blade, is what Kennesaw sent me last time. It's a 10-degree blade. I don't think it's the ultra thin kerf, so it actually stays flatter in the cut. Just a really good blade. I really liked it, the way it cut. The accuracy of the set was phenomenal. That really translates to a very nice and flat cut. As long as you're not, you know, really hogging into it, shoving that blade in there, it does really good for you. And I think in the long run, you're going to save even more money because of the quality of that blade and it lasting longer and going through more sharpenings. If you guys seen my video where I was trying out that blade, I hit steel with that blade and it did not break any of the teeth off. Another thing I noticed was when I started setting the teeth, after I resharpened that blade, I started setting the teeth and I didn't break any off. So that's the exact opposite I noticed with the Lennox blades, is if you don't get it down on there all the way, you will snap those teeth right off, just slicker than that right there. So that's another reason I don't like the Lennox blades. They seem very brittle. Now you could end up with the same issue with the Monk Force, I don't know. You just want to make sure when you're setting those teeth that you have that thing all the way down. You don't want it up on towards the tip of it, pushing up there, because that's generally how you're going to break one off. So that's something I learned in the last year and a half or so. Guys, another money savings deal, Woodland Mills. You can get these 6000 RS bearings. You can get your BX79 drive belt for your HM130. I don't know what the other mills take. And I'm still looking to source the neoprene belt that goes on the idler wheel. And I'm wanting to see if I can find the blade guides, the wear pieces of the blade guides. But in almost 2 years or so, or since October 2019, and milling pretty often, a lot more than on a weekend basis for sure. I still haven't even had to adjust my blade guides. So I know there's some people who've had to replace their blade guides pretty often. I think that's because they didn't set it right to begin with or something. I don't know. But you know, I set mine right, and I haven't even had to loosen them one time in all these couple of years or whatever. You know, that it seems to work just fine. I don't know why that is, but it probably has a lot to do with the way I set my mill up. So I need to see if I can find those for you guys, and when I do, I will pass that on to you. But these right here, these 6000 RS thrust bearings for these right here go behind the blade. $5.19 for both of these on Amazon with the free Amazon shipping because I have Amazon Prime. Then the BX79, this is actually a D&D Power Drive B79. It's the same belt. $9.63 off Amazon. I'll drop links down below in the description for you guys. So if you want those spare parts like that, go over to Amazon or click on my link down below. Go check it out and save some money. Now, another huge money savings, guys. If you're in the market for a chain mortiser, I know all us guys, we want one, even whether or not we're going to use it or not. But I plan on doing a lot of timber framing, building some timber frame furniture like beds and stuff like that. And I also want to get into making small cabins, portable cabins that you can, you know, load it up on your trailer as, you know, timbers, and then take it to a site and build it out next to a lake or something. Maybe you have a small property, little getaway or something out next to a lake or something somewhere, or just out in the middle of the woods where you go hunting. Maybe you want to put up a small cabin so you can put a wood-fired stove in there for when you go hunting or whatever. And I want to make this just a small cabin that you can load up all the beams and everything. All the joinery will be pre-cut. You can just put it together, put some pegs in it, put some plywood on there, maybe some Tyvek and everything, put some siding over it, and a metal roof, put a wood burning stove in it, and just have a nice little cozy cabin as a getaway or as a, you know, a hunting lodge or something like that. So that's why I went out and I bought this awesome machine right here. This is the Makita 7401L, and it's the newest model Makita chain mortiser. You guys can go look at these on Amazon. I do not recommend that you buy them off Amazon because all the ones I've seen on there are $1,999. Holy smokes, that's a lot of money. $2,000 for this machine. Yes, it is worth that. But I'm going to tell you guys where you can get it cheaper. Go over to Timberwolf Tools. Check out their website. Out the door, delivered to my house, right here to my doorstep, $1,635. Now, if you get the hardwood chain, which is the exact same chain, there's no difference in the molecular structure or the hardness of the chain. It's the same chain. It just has a different pitch of grind on the teeth for hardwoods. It's the same chain, guys. And this right here works pretty good for hardwood. So they did tell me, he called me up after I made the order. He called me and he said, well, we don't have that chain in. And I said, well, just send me the regular one. This does work in hardwood just fine. And I'm glad I got the regular chain. It saved me a little over $100, I think it was. So I really like this machine. $1,635 delivered to my door, and I got it in 2 days, guys. That's what the pandemic and everything's still going on in the world. I still got it in 2 days. That's phenomenal if you ask me. They were right on it when I ordered it. Bam, they called me like 15 minutes after I ordered it, and they're like, hey, we just wanted to check and make sure this wasn't like credit card fraud or something like that. I'm like, oh, no, I'm seriously, I want to buy this thing. And so they got that thing shipped out to me, and huge money savings on that over the, you know, where else you can buy it. Another thing I wanted to kind of share with you is some of these timber framing tools right here. These are bar timber framing tools. This is the 2-inch right here, and I got the sharpeners and stuff. I just didn't get all that stuff out to show you guys, but a really good place to get these. This right here is one I really like. This is one of my valued tools right here, highly valued tools. This is a Japanese timber framing slick, and you know, you're just not going to find these very cheap anywhere, but a good place to get it is at Shelter Institute. Go check out Shelter Institute if you guys are wanting to get into doing some timber framing. You want to source your timber framing tools. That, again, is where I got all of these tools right here. This is a rabbiting block plane right here. Really good for cleaning up your tenons and stuff. This is made by Lee Nielsen. Very high quality tool right here. Super happy with that. And I just don't know what else, guys. You can also get the Wood is Good 30-ounce mallet right here. This has lead in the end of it, and it has a neoprene mallet head on here. You can beat on soft woods with it, and you are hard pressed to even dent the wood with this. But that thing has a lot of force behind it. Really good on the mallets. I've beat on these mallets a lot with it, or beat on these chisels a lot with this mallet, and it still has yet to deform the end of it. So they've seen a fair amount of use so far, and that mallet just does really good. It is not so heavy that it wears your arm out, and it's not so light that it wears your arm out from, you know, having to swing it real hard. So really good tool right there. Really awesome tool. Shelter Institute, they like quality and they like value. So they get those tools to you guys at a very reasonable price, I believe. And so I'd just like to send you guys over to Kennesaw Supply Company. Again, link in the description. Shelter Institute, I'll try to get a link for their website and drop that down in the description. Timberwolf tools for chain mortiser. They've got all kinds of timber framing tools and stuff that they sell, woodworking tools, big saws, stuff like that. I'll drop a link to their website down in the description. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash that thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Share the videos if you would. It would help me out a bunch. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.